Today we talk about the controversial topic of paying for content. What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. I got a great question from Pedro on Twitter, as well as a few other people in the past, so I'm finally going to talk about this today. Savvy Sexy Social, can you please do a video about asking for login credentials or email addresses before people can see your content? To which I replied, absolutely. We've seen this happen a ton with the traditional media space online, as they're like, oh, okay, we'll get a website and publish all our stories there. We're just going to charge people for it, because they would get charged for it if they went out and bought our newspaper. So by seeing this trend happening online, a lot of online resources are thinking the same way. If we have to exert energy and time and money and resources to get a blog up and running, we should block it so that only targeted people who are willing to pay can see it. So there's one really big problem with that. It's very hard to become an authority who no one knows yet if they can't see the content that you're creating to build your authority, because you're paying for it and you're not a trusted source to be paying yet. See the problem there? Look, here are the pros to it. I mean, you can charge for your content and there will be a very clear return on your investment for all that time and money spent on what it's doing for your business. But if that's not what you're in the business for, creating content, it seems like a mixed message to your target customer that there's actually another step you'd want them to take, in such of buying your product, hiring you. So even though it's a pro in that way, is it really a pro? No, I'm just, giving you the pros because I'm trying to be an equal on this issue. Also, if you've got people that are willing to pay and they become part of your database, they're very targeted. It's just that it might be a very targeted group of 5 people, which is probably not going to make you that happy. And really, what does that do for the bottom line too? I mean, come on. You guys already know the cons. I mean, how can you let people know you actually know what you're talking about if they can't get past the wall to find out? Even if the paywall is just to give your email address, that's a big ask. That's someone's personal information. You still haven't even deserved that, because they don't even know what value you're about to give them. What you unveil behind this opt-in form might end up being total crap. Then you're gonna have a high unsubscribe rate, which is depressing. Not to mention, the sites that actually do have a really great model of paying with the email address are doing it well, because the content behind that form is over the top amazing value. You definitely should be charging money for it. And I think that your blog should be treated like that anyway. So if that's the case, what's the point of putting a barrier in place? Because you can instead woo them and say, look, this would mean a lot. This would move the needle. This makes a difference for us if you do this. Then they're taking the initiative and they want to be on the list. You don't want a bunch of people on an email list that don't want to be there and didn't even realize that they knew what they were signing up for the whole time. That's the worst type of subscriber to have. One that didn't even know how they ended up there. There is no process to becoming a customer from that, period. It's too messy. So I hope this helps if you were thinking about paywalling your content, whether it's with actual money or maybe Bitcoin or an email address. You should really think before you do that about what is the purpose of this content plan, and if it's to build your authority and create you as a resource and you don't have an audience yet, then really charging for it is not going to do much for you, and you're going to grow much slower than the average authority that's just hammering out content and trying to get as much of their insights out there so that they become a recognized brand. That's all for today, socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. I just wanted to let you know tomorrow is the day when I'm doing the Freedom webinar with Miss Natalie Sisson, the suitcase entrepreneur. So go click on that card and it'll take you to a link to sign up. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, April 22nd. And I hope you'll come. It's totally free. We are having so many people sign up. I think we almost have 100, and we can only have 100 people in the room. So the key is sign up, get the email so you can get in there a few minutes early and save your seat. And it'll be me and Natalie. We'll talk about how to build your perfect lifestyle business from anywhere in the world, and we'll do some Q&A after. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow. Click that link, go sign up, and I will see you tomorrow for Sexy Wednesday.